5s for both teams, as we're just about ready to get this one started. Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Bart.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, the era of star free agents increasingly being on the move has created a media frenzy that sometimes can be intense and draining. Some players like Kevin Durant have pushed back against year-long and incessant free agency questions. Warriors coach Steve Kerr said, "We're all actors in a soap opera, and we have to deal with that part of it." Kevin?
It can be a circus. David, thanks. Of course, we know these teams have great perimeter play, and they rely on it a lot.
It feels as though, Kevin, the current rules in today's game favor ball handling. They favor shooting ability. They want high-scoring games with an ability to go unimpeded to the basket. And what it translates to me, it translates to pretty free-flowing basketball. You've seen the game evolve over the years, Kevin. What's your take on it?
I love the way that we see guys with great handles that can shoot and penetrate. I love the bigs outside. I got to tell you, Doris, there's nothing about the game I don't like right now.
I'm right there with you.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Robertson in at the 3 spot. And for the Kings, that's at the point with Hield to his side. They're the backcourt. Bagley and Giles, both former Blue Devils, are the 4 and the 5. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward. And so it's the Kings getting on the board first. Back to Paul. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox.
And the future Hall of Famer continues to get it done. Paul is a special point guard who just wants to win.
Well, we're now on the back end of what has been, Greg, an incredible career for Chris Paul. Perhaps no longer the undisputed best point guard in the game, but still a top talent.
And Chris Paul might not be the best point guard, but any team would be happy to have him. His efficiency and playmaking aren't going away anytime soon. And even though he's never been an overly athletic player, that aspect of his game still is strong as ever.
And that one falls for Paul. And so Paul nails both of them.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
And here is Hield, turned in an outstanding game against Minnesota. Gallinari against Fox. Over Gallinari. Fox, no good. And it's Paul with the ball for Oklahoma City. Inside, Gallinari, and a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Hield. Gallinari making his last shot. Outside, Fox. Clock at 6. Right side Bagley. Gets a very good look and converts.
Yeah, the rhythm, the timing, an encouraging sign seeing Bagley knock it down there off the catch.
Paul kicks to Robertson. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Adams. And it's Adams on the follow.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? And it's Giles missing.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's Hield. They know he's going to give him a lift with his scoring. He's averaging 16 points a game. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Fox, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Chris Paul picks up that one.
And how about the way Fox continues to improve his game? A capable scorer who also rebounds the ball well for his size, and still, though, he can improve on that perimeter jump shot.
Free throw good, Fox. Fox hits them both. Around this time of year, lots of national broadcasted games, Doris. Does that impact the players, you think, in any way?
I certainly think the guys are aware of the nights they're on national television. Some guys relish, Kev, as you know, the opportunity to play on the big stage. So for the regular season, those nights where you know the entire country is watching, that's a big deal.
A nice shot by Gallinari.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. To the middle. Here's Bagley.
And how about the awareness there from Fox? You got to love seeing how he is such a willing passer in finding the open man.
Paul against Fox. Adams outside. Six on the shot clock. Back to Paul. Fires the 3. Good work defensively by Fox. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Trailing by 2. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
For Sacramento, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. 3 on 3. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Gallinari finds Robertson. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Hield outside. Pass to Fox. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Now the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Robertson with it. Pass to Paul. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And our 3rd month into the season, things becoming a little more clear in the power rankings. Taking a look at Milwaukee. They're stuck in the same spot, still outside the top 3.
And checking out the Thunder, they just can't seem to find the mojo they need to move up the rankings. They've tinkered with their lineup, but so far they just keep getting the same results.
Now here's Fox. He had a big outing in that Timberwolves game as well. Up top, Bagley releases. Thunder with the rebound.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Pass to Bogdanovich. On the wing, Heel. Here's Bagley. Adams, some nice D.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Now, here is Gallinari. He's coming off a 10-point game against Dallas. 5 on the clock. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. Fox with it. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Some changes for Sacramento. Parker's checked in for Harry Giles. And it's Harrison Barnes in for Bogdan Bogdanovich. Nerlens Noel checks in for Oklahoma City. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Chris Paul. Heel. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
This guy is willing to make the extra pass. Barnes is not just a finisher, right? This guy's most efficient when he plays within the structure of the offense.
Now, here is Gallinari. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. 6 to shoot. 9 feet out. That one off the back iron and out. The Kings trail by 7. Healed with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. Here's Fox. Here's Barnes. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, the Thunder begin on the defensive end of the floor. This is a team whose formula is to force a ton of turnovers, come up with steals, get out in transition. Last year, 4th in the league in defensive rating.
And for the Thunder defense, Doris, it starts with their rebounder.
Well, you have to begin with their strong interior defense. That lets their wings get out and pressure and take some chances. Defense has turned into a pillar for this team.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, obviously it's been a tough go for Jabari Parker out of the gates in his career. He had to handle a couple of injuries early, but this is a former number 2 overall pick. And what we know unequivocally is this guy can put the ball in the basket. Can he find the right situation where he can flourish?
And Parker drops them both. And for Parker, who has had to fight back from injuries, sometimes the motivation seems to be lacking.
Well, Jabari Parker doesn't turn heads on the defensive end, and so that's part of what gets him off the floor at times. He needs to make sure that not only is he interested in scoring, but he's got to be willing to make stops as well.
Now here's Noel. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet, and the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That's his first foul. The Kings trail by 5. Now Fox.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
The Kings shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one drops. Doris, who are some of your favorite players to interact with, interview, and question as you go through the season?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many guys. I think, you know, certain people really give a lot of thought to their answers. So a Kyrie Irving, he wants to explain what he's thinking. He's willing to share and take a moment and consider the question. Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Damian Lillard, all of these guys, when I ask a question, Kev, they'll pause for a moment, consider the question, and then respond. And for some somebody who's got to interview, there's nothing greater than having those guys willing to take some time with me.
Doris, and you always get great answers from them, too, so there's a great rapport there, I can see. For Oklahoma City, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Here's the floater. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel. The Kings shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
And he makes the first. And he makes the first, but misses the second. The Thunder leading by 4. To the paint. Rejected by Len.
Well, for a big guy so light on his feet, Len rising into the air with ease.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds that time.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Fox. 1st in assists, 3rd in steals, and he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And we're talking about the ultimate competitor here. Leading the league in assists, maximizing every possession. He just tears apart a defense. Here's Schroeder after the basket by De'Aaron Fox. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox.
Well, Dennis Schroeder over the years, boy, as he started to harness all that energy and talent.
And Doris, even though Schroeder changed roles when he was traded from Atlanta to the Thunder, he has embraced his new team.
A lot of people wondered, would Schroeder be willing to go to the bench and accept that role? He proved he was more than capable. And no longer having to act as a leader on a team, I think for Schroeder, he just enjoys going out and competing on a team with high aspirations. It's been a good fit.
That's good from Schroeder. Greg, last season, Dennis Schroeder transitioning to more of a 6-man role with the Thunder.
And for his first go at that role, I thought Schroeder looked really good. He's always been able to score and create, and coming off the bench might be the best spot for him.
Bielitsa, he checks in for De'Aaron Fox. Schroeder hits them both.
One thing Dennis Schroeder has proven is that he can be an effective player whether he's starting or coming off the bench. This is a versatile guard, and maybe his best attribute, confidence.
Now, here's Bielitsa. He's coming off a 10-point game against Minnesota.
Well, outstanding contest on the shot, and then he's positioned perfectly to go after the rebound.
Here's Ferguson. They lead by 4. Here's the 3. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. While we have the chance, we like to reveal the list of the past month's best fast break teams in the NBA. 4th, the Kings.
I mean, they have really hit their stride in terms of that transition game. No doubt about it. They are playing at a great pace.
The baseline J.
That's a solid defender, right? He can cover multiple spots. Barnes active getting up into that shooter.
On the wing, Barnes. Oh, good with the triple.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
That's the idea. You work the ball into that area. It's a sweet spot.
And so it's Joseph with it. He'll bring it up for the Kings. 6-point game. Home court didn't seem to help any last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
Yeah, and they got beat last time these two teams met, and really free throws were the story.
I'll tell you, a terrific read from Corey Joseph. He recognizes the overcommitment of the defense and takes advantage.
Schroeder passes to Noel. Shoots over Len, and Noel with the basket on the assist by Schroeder. Now here's Joseph. He's still scoreless so far in this one. The shot, no good. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
The failure to make shots on a consistent basis, that's going to put you behind the 8 ball all night.
You know what, Greg? I thought most of the shots they took were low percentage looks. The key in the NBA is, can you get your best scorers into their best spots? They didn't do that.
The Thunder have been excellent at the free throw line here today, a flawless 6 for 6.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
That's good from Noel. A lot of switching on every possession in the NBA from a defensive standpoint, and you see the way Doris offenses are adjusting to that.
Yeah, I think number one, you have to attack the switch. That's first and foremost. And it's an interesting balance between attacking and being patient. Because the one thing you're ultimately seeking in every switch is a favorable matchup for yourself. That's where a critical thinking guard who knows where to find and put the ball is so critical to your success.
Well, that's a good way to look at it. Barnes can't get it to go.
Not a single shot has gone down this period. It is the very definition of ice cold.
And there it is for him.
Well, 6'11" Nerlens Noel, so efficient down deep, working his magic thanks to that great size.
And it's the Kings with the ball. They trail by 9 points. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at Sacramento. Right now they've been able to gather the 8th best record in the conference as the latter part of the season approaches. And of course, there's the Thunder, 6 games out.
Yeah, you know, for the Kings, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's got to be frustrating for them, Greg. You can't dwell on the past. You've got to think forward, work together, and play for one another.
Baisley, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Gallinari.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
And he knocks down the first one.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And doing a good job getting to the line and capitalizing.
Parker outside. And here is Joseph. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Len, and the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, Kev, nice work in the painted area. Alex Len with the size and skill to do more of this.
The Thunder leading by 9. Schroeder with the ball. 11 points for him in that last game against Dallas. The shot by Beasley, no good.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Schroeder passes to Ferguson. Over Joseph. Off the left rim and out.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
For the 3. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. And here's Barnes for 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
The improvement in Barnes' deep range just helps his offense space the floor.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we'll be back with you shortly. Chris Paul, an elite defensive player, a student of the game for sure, talks about his knack for making a lot of steals, forcing turnovers.
The steals thing is just something that I've always had a knack for doing, and just I think it's because I watch so much basketball.
Well, you hear about the importance of watching film, Greg. It reveals itself in many ways.
And learning guys' habits, what they like to do, gives them a knack for when to go after steals without hurting his team.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Bielitsa is out there with Alex Len. Then there's Harrison Barnes. Then it's Corey Joseph. And it's Bogdanovich in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
The Kings trail by 6. Barnes with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. Sacramento again missing. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Beasley passes to Schroeder. Here's Noel. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Noel's got 9.
Don't you love how Noel just sticks with it, never gives up on the possession, working really hard for his guys.
Len up top. He's covered by Noel. Now, here's Bielitsa. Defense right on him. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Bogdanovich. Good on the baseline J. Bogdanovich has got his first 2 points of the night.
Listen, he hits that shot on a regular basis. Give credit to the offense for getting him a clean look.
Pass to Ferguson. Now, here is Muscala. Over Bielitsa. Muscala misses. It's stolen by Muscala. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Beasley passes to Schroeder. Offline with his 3. The Kings trail by 6. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Now, Corey Joseph does not lack for confidence on the interior. Don't let the size fool you. The frame, the game, it's all there.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the basement.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Very well. Now here's Joseph. Bogdanovich wide open. Tries yet again. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
And it's the fearlessness of Bagley that earns him these calls. Plays with such ferocity. Well, some ups and downs for Marvin Bagley in that rookie campaign with the Kings. But you could see the flashes of potential and the tremendous work ethic when he was out on that floor.
That free throw, no good. And with Bagley, the mobility he showed for his size is really what impresses you.
And that blend of size and speed is why many feel like he could play across the entire front line. Wasn't in the Rookie of the Year race, but in a few years, he could be right there with the best of the best from that 2018 class.
And the second free throw, good.
And the game Bagley has reminds me a little bit of Chris Bosh, a sweet lefty who plays with force and passion.
Now here's Paul. His last outing, he had 8 points. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, takes a three, and Chris Paul hits from deep. Paul's got 5 now.
And Paul has a beautiful stroke from deep, a gifted shooter who drains perimeter shots with consistency.
The Kings trail by 6. Fox kicks to Hield. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 3rd assist on the night.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Adams, and it's good off the glass. 6 points for him.
There is a persistence about Steven Adams. Quality defense will not deter this guy if he wants to score. Nice finish.
Now Hield. He's got 5. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after years and years of rebuilding, the Kings are finally a team on the rise, and they're earning respect. Draymond Green said they've got a lot of young talent, never quit. Probably the fastest team in the history of the NBA. Green said after he plays them, I leave the game exhausted. I go home, I'm dead. And Kevin, we know that Green is pretty accustomed to going all out.
David, he sure is. He's got a lot of engine in him. Thank you so much. That's good from Bagley. And so Bagley nails them both. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 7 points in the game. Kicks to Robertson. Dishes it to Adams. Bagley with the rebound. The Kings trail by 3. Here's Hield. That fall. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. That's 7 points for Buddy Hield.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Right wing. Lets it go from deep. And the 3 ball is good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points.
The vision, the timelessness of Chris Paul's game. For many years, he's made everyone around him better.
And Adams sends it back. They recover it. The Thunder leading by 4. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Up and in on the layup. He has 6.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Now, here's Fox. 9 points in the game so far. And there's the pass to Bogdanovich. On the wing, Heel. Off target with his 3. Oklahoma City's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
For Oklahoma City, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. Jabari Parker's checked in for Bogdan Bogdanovich. Here's Fox. Looking to end the run. He takes it up and lays it in.
You get the sense Fox just improving with each game in terms of his pick and roll play, figuring out his angles, knowing when to pull and when to try to split or turn the corner. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And so here's Sacramento, following the score by Oklahoma City. He kicks it to Heel. It's deflected, and they get it back. So it's the Thunder now. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns in Phoenix. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Passes it to Adams. Over Giles. The shot missing. And it's the Kings taking it the other way.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Parker outside. To the inside. Poked away. Here's Bagley. The offensive rebound, and finished off by Bagley.
And the dogged attitude of Bagley. When shots go up, he wants to be the first to pounce on misses.
Paul passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Gallinari, and a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 5th assist in this one. And here's Fox it up for Sacramento. 7-point differential. Pass to Parker. Outside for Bagley. Over Gallinari. Bagley, no good.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
Here's Robertson again, Oklahoma City.
Andre Robertson finds his way close to the cup and stays focused. Nice.
Heel, the pass to Fox. On the money from 12 feet away. Fox has got 4 points this quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Now here's Adams. He's coming off a 16-point game against Dallas.
You know what else impressed me? How infectious his tenacity was. Simply a wrecking ball on the boards, collected huge amounts of rebounds.
And the Kings making a change here. Barnes is checked in. Noel's checked in for the Thunder. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Paul. Schroeder against Fox. And the rejection by Noel.
This is a staple of his game. Nerlens Noel sends it back.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He's picked up by Parker. And now the Kings fast break. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
The 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina. Harrison Barnes won a title in Golden State. Signs the big contract with Dallas, but yet to achieve the stardom that many predicted back in high school.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. Greg, you look at Harrison Barnes. What's his best role?
I mean, Kevin, he's a hard worker, able to hit the spot-up three. Defensively, his strength gives him some versatility, just a solid contributor.
And he sinks the second. The Kings trail by 6. And here is Fox. He's got 15. Healed outside. They get it back, but they'll get another chance. Bagley dishes to Heel. Here's Ferguson, covered by Heel. Ferguson kicks to Adams. Schroeder outside, launches a 3. Tries again. It's hauled in by the Kings. Bagley's got 11 rebounds in the game.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Now, here's Fox. No coverage that time.
So smooth off the catch. Parker with the refined mechanics and terrific touch.
Schroeder against Fox. Here's Baisley. Pass to Noel. To the paint. Barnes with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. Parker outside. Off target from outside. The Thunder leading by 4. Over to the wing. And finished off by Bagley. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 11 rebounds.
Well, the defense committed to Parker, so he beats them with a pass. Beautifully done.
Schroeder against Fox. Ferguson, the pass to Baisley. Just 5 to shoot. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Ferguson tips it up, and it's Adams on the follow. Adams has got 8.
Boy, the strength and the activity of Steven Adams makes him a force on the backboards.
Here's Fox. Add basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Schroeder kicks to Ferguson. There's the pass to Adams. Over Bagley. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
Well, Steven Adams is as strong a player as there is in the NBA. Draws the contact there.
And you look at the way Steven Adams has developed his offense the last few years. It's been a huge boost for this team. He has always been a great defender, but now he is an important cog on this team in terms of scoring.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one.
What I love about Steven Adams is he approaches the game with a level of physicality that sets a tone for his team. Outstanding defensively and growing offensively.
Bielitsa, he checks in for the Kings. Joseph comes in for Heald. Mike Muscala is checked in for the Thunder. He hits the second from the line. Joseph with the ball. 29 seconds left here in the second. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. For Sacramento, they have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And really a good job of getting to the line in that first quarter. Hasn't been doing that as much here in the second.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Gallinari's checked in. Now here's Fox. 18 points for him. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And shot on the way. And it's off the back rim. No good. Barnes left side. They get it back. That ties the game. And that's 20 points for De'Aaron Fox.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
A big-time effort for De'Aaron Fox, providing a lot of energy for the Sacramento Kings. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, hot start, cool finish. What happened out there?
Well, we came out with a lot of energy, but in the second quarter it died down a little bit. You know, it's real. Everybody's very excited. You know, our team's excited, their team's excited, officials excited, you know what I mean? So we just got to calm down and play a little bit.
And I'm excited. Thanks, Chris. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some big-time action already in this one. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. De'Aaron Fox was on fire in the first half. He had 20 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 assists. The first 2 quarters went very well for him. Shaq, how did you think the Kings were playing?
Well, I thought the one bright spot was the effort on the glass. Several times when momentum was sliding, getting a timely rebound really lifted them. The strong work on the glass is key because that's how you string together a series of big stops.
And over to Kenny, your thoughts on the Thunder.
They obviously came in wanting to push the action. And so far, so good. They're looking to get easy transition baskets because the other team is not getting back on defense.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
Really putting his handprint on this game. You love the hustle, you love the work ethic he has had on display.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. So for Oklahoma City right now, Robertson and Gallinari at the small and power forward position. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul, and it's Adams in at the 5 down low. Now Fox. Passes to Bagley. Now here's Heald. Pass to Giles. And it's Heald off the drive. Misses from close range. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Robertson. The 9-footer's on the mark. Robertson's got 6.
Well, that's the kind of dirty work Andre Robertson loves to do. This guy battles for points on the interior. He's a good cutter, and man, we know he can guard.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Guarded by Fox. Robertson, the pass to Adams. Charity stripe shot. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Thunder lead by 6.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
They get a hand on it, and so Sacramento again turning it over. And here's another update on the All-Star voting. Just a couple of days left now to cast your ballot.
Yeah, and it's coming down to the wire now, Kevin. A tense time for some of these players.
And you look at Bagley. He's pulled in a lot of votes. Nearly enough, in fact, to break into the top 10 in the Western Conference.
Yeah, and probably wishing he was a little higher on that list, but there's just too many other guys also having fantastic seasons.
And we'll keep you posted as the voting continues. Here's Paul. And it's Fox with the rebound.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same. Well, an 0 for 3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
Yeah, Fox is a dependable defender, always active, and he's really smart in terms of his anticipation and using those hands to come up with steals.
Ball against Fox. On the wing, Robertson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And last season, Andre Robertson missing so much time due to injury. Think back in his career, he's been a pivotal piece for the Thunder for so long. His absence was clearly felt.
No good on the free throw. And with Robertson, you're missing his versatility on the defensive end.
It's no secret that he is out there due to his incredible defense. This guy can guard forwards, he can guard guards, and his reach is so important to this defensive scheme.
The wide open look here for Fox. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Here's Paul. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Fox. The shot by Paul, no good.
I'll tell you, his shot is just lost right now. There's just no consistency. Amazing that they're still up in this basketball game.
Bagley, Thunder with the rebound. Gallinari's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Lenz checked in for Sacramento. The Kings trail by 5. Bogdanovich dishes to Fox. For the 3. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. The Thunder have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. The shot's good from Robertson.
How about the long strides on his way to the cup? Andre Robertson sees the lane and takes it.
Sacramento's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Fox passes to Bogdanovich. Here's Giles. And the 3 off target. Oklahoma City leading by 7. Here's Robertson. Got a piece of it. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Bogdanovich.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
It's his first trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Bogdanovich. And so he hits both. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Thunder. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Kicks it to Gallinari. Back to Paul. From deep. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession.
And let's take a look now at the stats for Bogdanovich. His last 10 games, averaging about 7 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's.
The Kings trail by 5. Healed outside. He feeds it to Fox. Good, nice job down low. Fox has got 22.
I think it's fair to say that Fox is in the zone right now, an exciting player to watch. I just love seeing how he can take over a game with his aggressiveness.
The shot's good from Robertson. And here is Fox. He's got 22. Healed outside. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. No good on the 3.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Inside. Here's Robertson. No good on the triple. Sacramento's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
The shot's good from Paul.
He's obviously hit a bit of a dry spell here, only 1 of 5 this quarter.
So it's Sacramento now, trailing here by 8. They're off to battle the Clippers after this game as they'll be playing at the Staples Center. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Down low, here's Bogdanovich. Can't get it to fall.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
Rejected by Len. And now Sacramento on the break. They get the rebound. They kick out to Heel. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. And that's now 10 points for Buddy Heel.
And that is what Heel does. This guy is a gunner, loves pulling the trigger from deep.
Adams against Len. Adams' shot is off.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down. Building confidence in that deep ball. 1 from distance in the first, 2 in the second.
The feed to Gallinari. Bogdanovich left side. Over Robertson. Will not go. This is off the front iron. The Thunder with the lead. Paul outside. Drains the three-pointer. Paul's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Oklahoma City. So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
And some changes here for the Kings. Parker's checked in for Giles. Bielitsa comes in for Bogan Bogdanovic. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Buddy Hield. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Noel's checked in for Steven Adams. Muscala comes in for Robertson. Ferguson's checked in for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Chris Paul. Now Schroeder following De'Aaron Fox's three-point attempt. Not going to go that time. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Joseph has an open look. Again, the miss by the Kings. The Thunder leading by 5. Schroeder, right side. Gallinari surveying the D. Here's Muscala. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Outside, Joseph. Pass to Bielitsa. Shot clock at 6. Here's Fox. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. To the middle, here's Ferguson, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Outside, Joseph. And it's Bielitsa atop the key. Parker, right side. Len to halt the run. Second shot opportunity, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Taking high percentage shots has been this group's specialty. On your screen now are this month's field goal percentage leaders. Nerlens Noel third.
It would be hard to imagine him shooting the ball much better than he has. He has been on fire.
2 shots.
The first one falls.
Well, Alex Len has the kind of length and interior game to make himself valuable. The solid big man, somebody you want in your rotation.
Barnes, he's checked in for Sacramento.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Fox against Schroeder. Gallinari outside. Over Parker. And it's Gallinari missing. The Kings trail by 8. Here's Barnes. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 6th assist on the night.
Well, smart enough to know if there's going to be congestion in there when he's attacking. Barnes gets to that in-between game.
Stolen by Len. And they're running. Tries again. And the rejection by Noel. Here's Ferguson. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
And that's an example of his athleticism, right? Nerlens Noel, the ability to leap up and ram it home.
So it's Sacramento. 8-point game. Len finds Fox. Nobody near Barnes. Barnes with another miss. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. They've led by as many as 11 points. Gallinari passes to Noel. Doubled by Fox. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Wow, look at the way the big man Noel set up his guys, puts the pass in the perfect position, easy shot.
And the Kings making a change here. Bagley's checked in. And Oklahoma City with a change here too. Hall's checked in. The Kings trail by 11. And the pass to Bagley. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Gallinari, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Marvin Bagley picks one up. First free throw is good. Gallinari hits them both. We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter. Fox against Schroeder. Passes it to Parker. Right side Bagley. Pass to Bielitsa. Clock at 6. Here's Fox. It's good from the top of the key. Fox has got 4 points now in the quarter. A minute 20 left to play here in the third. Paul looking around. Pass to Gallinari. Lets it go from 11. That one rolling around and rims out.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Here's a look at what's coming up now for the Sacramento Kings. On Thursday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Saturday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And that matchup against the Heat, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused.
Gallinari inside the three-point line. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
The pass to Fox. Shoots from 14. Rebound by Muscala.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Inside, and Noel kicks to Muscala. Count the basket. Muscala's got 7.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Fox with it. Shoots over Schroeder. Sacramento again missing. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Oklahoma City out in front, ending the third quarter with an energy burst, a 19-6 run. Live from Golden One Center, you're watching 2K Sports. Luke Walton had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hey, don't get in. Keep playing. Get your look. We're going to start making some of them. It's more important that we get ready. And playing the right way. We chip it away. Plenty of games.
Well, it sounds like he's happy with their shot selection. Just need more of them to fall.
Yeah, the shots have been there, and I love how Coach Walton stayed positive with his guys.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the court right now for the Kings, Harrison Barnes is out there with Nemanja Bjelica. Then it's De'Aaron Fox. Then there's Parker, and it's Bagley in at the 5 spot. The basket counts, and one will go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Listen, Kev, this guy not an easy guy to rattle. Barnes finishing through contact for the +1.
Fields checked in for Bjelica. That's good from Barnes. So it's the Thunder now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Passes it to Gallinari. Pass to Muscala. He kicks to Paul. Just 5 on the clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Pass to Muscala. Shoots over Fox. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Gallinari. The Kings trail by 12. Knocked away. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Adams checked in. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Poked loose. Parker against Noel. 6 to shoot. And the rejection by Noel. Now Adams. Shooter passes to Noel. Over Parker. And that one's good. Noel. And for the Kings, they're shooting a pretty low 34% thus far. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Fox passes to Bagley. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game.
I mean, he's a real wrecking ball inside. Once Bagley has solid position, you almost have to foul it.
First one falls for him. Harry Giles is checked in for the Kings. Bogdanovich comes in for De'Aaron Fox. Gallinari, he's checked in for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Dennis Schroeder. He's off on the second. Or as you think about the anchor of this team, Steven Adams just holds it down in the middle.
Oh, Steven Adams does so much, but it all starts on the defensive end with this guy. He takes away so much space on the interior. He is commanding on the backboards. He contests shots. Everything you could hope for, Steven Adams brings.
Both free throws good from Paul. Here's Bogdanovich. Heel dishes to Bogdanovich. Sacramento moving it around. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. No good from outside.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show right here.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, an elite perimeter defender, Andre Robertson uses that impressive length to bother players. What a solid role player this guy has become.
And he knocks down the first one. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
He's forcing the action now, finally getting to the charity stripe after no freebies in the first half.
And that one's good, Barnes.
And that's the thing about Barnes. He doesn't always look like he's moving fast, but very few guys seem to catch him.
Now here's Paul. On the wing, Robertson. But they get it back. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession. The Kings trail by 14. Bogdanovich with it. Now defended by Adams. Paul for 3. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Down low. And finished off by Bagley.
And how about the leaping ability of Bagley? He gets off the ground with ease to throw that one down.
Now here's Paul. The pass to Robertson. Gallinari outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Passes it to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City the rebound. Here's Adams. And he can't bank that one in. Kings have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. A 3 from Bogdanovich. A three-pointer is right on target. Bogdanovich has got it back down to within single digits for the Kings. Pass to Robertson. Looking for Adams. He gets it there. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. To the inside. Hield. Makes it off the glass.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
Sacramento making a switch here. Fox is checked in. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan talking to his team. He told them, look, we're in a good spot. The one thing I want you guys to do, stay in the moment. Don't look ahead. Stay in the moment and compete. Kevin, we'll see if they can keep focused.
That one falls.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight, Greg. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
And it's Fox with the ball for the Kings. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Adams, some nice D.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling. I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
The Kings trail by 9. And here is Fox. Here's Giles. From 11 feet away. Good. 16 points from Marvin Bagley.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The Thunder leading by 7. And there's a whistle. That goes on Harry Giles. That'll be his second foul of the game. Adams finds Gallinari. Adams trying to free himself up. That's good from Gallinari on the assist by Adams.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Fox passes to Hield. From 11 feet away and misses it off the right side of the rim. Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Paul passes to Gallinari. Here's Robertson. That 3 off the mark. The Kings trail by 9. Shot by Hield. Nobody around. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Now, here's Gallinari. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Gallinari's got 6 here in this quarter.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Here's Hield. Gallinari making his last shot. Hield outside. Floats one. Outside for Bagley. It's rebounded by Robertson.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
And it's Gallinari missing. The Kings trail by 9. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Pass to Bogdanovich. 4 on the clock. It's good. Fox has got 26 points.
And you know what? Already showing signs of a solid jump shot. Fox is only going to get better as long as he's committed to improving.
Now here's Adams over Giles. He hits it from 9. And it's 13 points for Steven Adams.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
For Sacramento, they've gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
This is one of those nights. Mistake after mistake, a comedy of errors.
The Thunder leading by 9. Paul outside. The pass to Robertson. Adams outside. Here's Paul. Shoots over Fox. The shot by Paul, no good. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Loud pass to Bagley. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Yeah, great timing there. Bagley gets off the ground so quickly, gives the defense no chance to react.
Now here's Paul. Adams outside. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Overhealed. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. The Kings trail by 7. Up top, Hield. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Now here's Fox. He's guarded closely. And taken away by Paul. Pass to Robertson. And the dunk by Robertson.
Wow, demonstrating that solid leaping and verticality. Andre Robertson doing work.
Here's Fox. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Off target from three-point range. And it's Paul with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. At one point, they led by 16. Adams, the pass to Gallinari. Lays it up off the glass. And it's an 11-point Thunder lead.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Hield with it. Pass to Bagley. Here's Giles. Clock at 4. Sinks that one from the post. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. The pass to Robertson. Here's Gallinari. Here's Adams. Goes back up. And another shot. Gallinari dishes to Adams. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. That's tipped. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. Fox against Paul. To the wing right side. And Adams kicks to Paul. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target with his 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now Robertson. After the missed 3 from Buddy Hield. To the paint. Gallinari passes to Adams. That misses off the backboard.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Kept alive. Outside Bogdanovich. Again, the miss by the Kings.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way, because hoisting from three is not the answer.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes, Greg, when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Here's Hield, following the score by Oklahoma City. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and it's good, 2 points.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Now here's Paul. Gallinari outside. Back to Paul. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question, GA. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level. That's what you call slamming the door. This one is over.
Here's Sacramento now, down by 12. And here is Barnes. Passes it to Farrell from the wing. Offensive rebound. A second chance effort. And it's Giles missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Danilo, transition, big for your team. I assume that was a big focus tonight.
Yes, we want to run, and that's what we have to do every time. So that's what we did, and we played a great game.
Gallo, thanks very much. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.